Hello everyone once again, and today I have learned the chapter, not the chapter, the session 7 of the book Word Power Made Easy. And there in today's session, it was all about the personality traits, not the personality, you can say the procession. What is the practice or the practitioners we do if you are in a medical field? So earlier I talked of the doctors. What are the thing or how many types of doctors are there, and what are the treatments that they provide, and what are their names? Now, in the medical field, there are things that are being practiced, but that does not involve any kind of surgery. Okay, so the things that is being practiced and people are expert of that and it is not related to surgery, then those things comes under this category. Practitioners, those are called practitioners. And in this chapter, the writer of this book has taught of the 10 practitioners that I will be telling you. And let's make this video a little bit more like a understandable perspective. So I'm trying a new thing as well in today's video, which will be like I will be describing some scenarios, and then I'll see or I'll introduce the word. Okay, so if the such type of scenario happen, then you try to go in that direction. So the words that I will be talking about is basically, if you are too annoyed with your life, you does not know what to do, you have been strangled in your life and you want some guidance, so that you want someone to listen to your thoughts and strengthen them, clear your mind. So in that case, there is an expert who is expert in a human behavior and mind. And those experts who are expert in human behavior and mind is known as psychiatrists, right? So the first word was psychiatrists. Now, if you have heard, in human being there are certain emotions that we carry, but that emotions we do not express it out, and that lead us to get depressed, or we are not being ourselves when we are alone. So we are kind of a depressed sometimes. So let's suppose someone's got dead in your house. Okay, and in that case you didn't cry it, but that emotions entangled in your brain, and that will haunt you in the future as well. So there are a dedicated expert for that who talk with you. So it's called a talk therapy, where the expert will talk with you and try to bring out your emotions out of you. So those kind of practitioner or expert who studies hidden emotions using the talk therapy is known as psych- psychoanalysts. So those persons are known as psychoanalysts. Now there are some problems. Now suppose if there is some problem in my teeth's alignment is not centered, or there are some tooth that went outward and some went inward, and that is not being aligned with each other. So where we go to a doctor who tries to strengthen our teeth. He or she will tie our teeth with braces, and in such cases we go to the orthodontists. Ortho means to strengthen something, dentins related to teeth. So someone who strengthens the teeth is known as the orthodontists. Now there are some things where we go for the eye checkup. So when we go for the eye checkup and the doctor prescribe us that there are some vision problem in your eyes and this is the power of your lenses, then in such places we call that expert or practitioners optometrists. So we call those practitioners optometrics. Now, someone who makes the glasses of these lenses, someone who makes the glasses of these lenses are opticians. But the person who prescribes me that or checks my eyes vision and give me the idea how much number my lenses would be, those are optometrists. Now, if you have heard about this massage therapy, I'm sure you have heard about it. So, if you're having some massage therapy and that involves your body movement but by some other person, so that therapy is known as osteopath, osteopath. So, that is called osteopath. If you are having some of your massage therapy, if you have any back pain, so you say, I should take some massage. So, that therapy or the expert who are in giving you massages are the orthopath, osteopath, osteopath. And you have heard about this thing, like it is practice, but it is advised people should not do that because it is not a good thing for basically elderly person. So basically there are chiropractors. You have heard about this word chiropractors. What they do is they try to bend your free movement of your bones, so joints. So they helps you to free up your joints movement and crack your bones or the joints. So those are the chiropractors. And if you have to define them, so they are the person who treats spine or joints by adjusting our bone. And if you have anything that is related to your foot, if there is any problem in your foot, you know what is foot, so this is the foot. If there is any problem in your foot, then you go to the doctor who is expert in foot. And what are those expert doctors? Not the doctors, expert person who are expert in seeing your foot are known as podiatrists. Podiatrist. And we already have learned in the previous lecture or the video that podio, it means foot. So someone who is an expert in foot is known as podiatrist. If I have any foot pain or there is some bulging in my foot, then I'll go to that person. Now there are a thing that there are some expert who tries to find our behavior from our handwriting. So if you write something and by seeing those handwriting, that person is expert in knowing that what is your personality, how do you, what kind of personality or aura you have. So those persons who studies handwriting to understand the personality of the person are known as grapho graphologists. So grapho means to write and logist means uh, something that is related to this study. So graphologist, someone who study the handwriting to judge your personality, know your personality are graphologists. And if you have your some aged person in your home, so if there is any problem that is related to some aged person, then we go to the gerontologists. Gerontologists. So these are the 10 words. Let me repeat these words once again. So these words are psychologists, psychoanalyst, orthodontist, optometrists. Then there is optician, osteopath, chiropractor, pedestrian, uh, graphologists, and there is gerontologists. So these are the 10 words that we have learned in this video. And yes, these are the things that I wanted to talk today in the video. And this was the session 7 of this book. And if I have to honestly tell you that I'm loving reading this book, I'd say yes, this excites me that I'm learning new words today every day. But I don't know if this is my personality or something like that, but I feel like it is getting too monotonous for me to do the same things again and again. But this time I am not giving up. I will do this monotonous task, whatever it takes, and I'll finish this book. And I'm saying this, and I just said this, so I will finish this book. And one more thing is that all the best for you too. If you're learning and evolving and things are get monotonous and you feel that I should just leave this thing, but if you are also not leaving those things and just grinding on those things, then that will somehow shape you in a way that you have not imagined. And there are things that I can see from this 38, 39 days of challenge of speaking continuously, reading some books and then explaining these things or my thoughts. I have experienced a lot of things and I can see all those changes in myself, how I speak, how I behave in public places, how I talk to others. And these are the things that I'm constantly learning, and not learning from the book, but also from the people who are there in my surroundings. So that's it. If okay, that's it. Bye bye.